everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. I am Audrey Gutierrez with Generation Schools Network. If we haven't met before, today we have Christina Nelson with us from ActivateWork, and she's going to share about their awesome IT programs and all of the wraparound services that they offer that go along with those. So I will go ahead and just turn it over to you, Christina.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Christina Nelson, and I'm the Recruitment and Admissions Manager at ActivateWork. Just want to confirm, can you all see my screen? Cool. Well, I'm really excited to talk with y'all today about how to launch a potential career in tech without needing a 4-year degree or any experience to start. So whether you're still figuring out what you want to do after high school or already thinking about your next steps, I'm here to kind of share how ActivateWork can help you build your skills, get career support, and help start you on a path in the tech industry. So we'll kind of get started and dive right into it. So here's what we'll cover today. I'm going to give you a quick overview of ActivateWork and what the admission process looks like. You'll learn about who can apply, what you need to qualify for our programs specifically, the different tech training options we offer, what makes us different, how we support you, not just with the tech skills, but with career and life skills as well, how to apply, the steps to get started, and things to think about. So what to keep in mind if you're considering joining. This will take about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll leave time at the end for any questions you may have. So before we jump into the details, here's a quick intro into ActivateWork. ActivateWork is all about helping people just like yourself start a career in tech. We offer tuition-free training programs, which means you don't pay anything to join. We also team up with tech companies. So once you complete the program, you'll have connections to real job opportunities. You'll get hands-on training, one-on-one career coaching, and support every step of the way, even after you graduate. Our goal is to really help you build the skills and confidence to launch your career in tech. All right, so here's what you need to know about our eligibility. So you do need to have a high school diploma or GED. Clearly, if you're still in school, but you will graduate during the program, that's totally okay. We just need a letter from your school confirming you're on track to graduation. You must be authorized to work in the U.S. and ready to start a full-time job in tech after the program ends. Because our program includes some in-person sessions, you will need to live in Denver, Colorado, or near the area. We're in South Denver, and be able to get to our office once a week. You'll go through a few enrollment steps like an online assessment. You'll have an interview with our team, a little pre-course work, which helps you kind of dip your toes in the water, if you will, and a background check, which I'll explain more about that later. Your individual income should not exceed over $72,000 or so, which helps us make sure we're reaching people who really need the support. You need to be comfortable with reading, writing, and speaking in English. This is important for both the training and certification exams. You must be available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the full length of the program. And again, you can apply if you're 18 or older, but very similar, if you turn 18 during the program, we'll also accept you into the program. So those are some key parameters. If you're still in high school, because the program runs full-time during the day, it can be challenging to do both at once. So I kind of want to address that. But if you're still finishing high school, you'll want to work with your counselor to figure out kind of the best timing. Some students wait until after graduation. Others talk with their school about adjusting maybe their schedule or deferring graduation so they can focus on the program. Either way, the most important thing is that you're set up for success in both school and this next step in tech. Here's a quick look into our 2026 programs at ActivateWork. You'll see the programs can run anywhere from 15 to 17 weeks, and we follow a hybrid schedule. So 4 days are remote. That's where you're going to do your online technical training. And then 1 day a week, you will come into our office at ActivateWork. That'll either fall on a Tuesday or Thursday, depending on your cohort. And that's your in-person career development session. So that's where we don't focus on anything technical. This is where we want to help you get the job. And then our IT support class, security and fundamentals class, also offers some few in-person lab sessions, so you get some hands-on lab experience. And then we're offering a new course this year, a couple new ones. So we recently offered last year, 2025, data analytics. It is now the same. We've added a bit more AI on the background. So it's titled AI Native Business Intelligence. And then you'll see we're offering a cybersecurity with AI tools. So One thing I'll notate here, if you're just starting out, really have no tech experience, the one course you're going to really want to focus in on is the IT support and security fundamentals. That's kind of our basic program, just getting you started. Our intermediate courses are going to be the AI native business intelligence, which focuses on data analytics, and then the cybersecurity with AI tools, which we'll want to see that you already have maybe some background, whether you have your A+ certification or something like that already to go into that. All right, so if you like solving tech problems, you're like that go-to tech guru at your home, you like helping people, our IT support and security fundamentals course could be a great fit. So it's a 17-week full-time program, again, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. You'll train online 4 days a week and come in person 1 day a week. And like I said, there are some of those hands-on lab sessions. You'll learn everything from hardware, software, troubleshooting, Linux, network administration, and some security basics. There is some pre-work to get you started and a short kind of to help you understand a little bit more if this is something you're interested in. And then the course prepares you for the CompTIA A+ certification. So you'll spend a good portion of your time studying for that certification. You'll take the certification and hopefully pass. And then you will also have a 1-week capstone experience at the MSU Denver Cyber Range. So graduates go on to jobs like an IT support specialist, help desk technician, junior systems admin, or security analyst. So yeah, if you're a natural kind of problem solver and into technology, this is a solid way to really start your career. One of the coolest parts of our IT support courses is the capstone experience at MSU Denver. So you'll spend a full week on campus at the MSU Denver Cyber Range in downtown Denver. You'll train in kind of a realistic cybersecurity lab, just like what professionals use on the job. During the experience, you'll practice risk management, incident response, and network defense. You'll work with a team to handle kind of some cyber breach simulations, learn how businesses protect their systems and keep running during an attack. Again, it's a great way to connect what you've learned in the real world, and it helps you stand out to employers. And so that's a little bit more about our MSU capstone experience with that. If you're someone who loves finding patterns, maybe working with numbers or solving puzzles, I should say, you might be a great fit for our AI business intelligence. It's a 15-week course, again, full-time, hybrid, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. You'll get to dive in, hands-on experience with Excel, SQL, Power BI with DAX. Couple of components here. You're going to study for the Microsoft Power BI Analyst Associate exam and take that exam and hopefully walk away with that certification. And you will also have a capstone experience to kind of solve a real world data problem, get feedback, present your findings. So after the course, you'll be ready for jobs like a junior data analyst, business intelligence analyst, or reporting analyst. All right, next up is a very new course for us at ActivateWork. We're launching it here in 2026. It is, again, a more advanced course. So again, if you're looking to start out with that IT support, and then this is a build on. So cybersecurity with AI tools, you're gonna learn from security incident response. We cover Splunk, log analysis, network security. You'll dive into threat detections, all of that. You are gonna spend a bulk of your time studying for the CompTIA Security Plus certification and hopefully walk away with that cert. And as well, you will also have a capstone experience. So some employment opportunities you can expect from this role, from this opportunity is really a systems administrator, maybe an IT security admin, cybersecurity analyst, or a security analyst type role. Okay, a typical week looks like this in our program. Classes, again, run Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You'll learn online 4 days a week with a live technical instructor, and then 1 day a week in person at the Denver office, where we focus, again, on career development. Again, I want to highlight the IT support has a few extra in-person lab sessions. And then outside the class, you can expect to spend about 15 to 20 hours per week on homework, reading, and studying for quizzes or certification exams. Around exam time, you might need a little more time as well. We definitely recommend no more than, if you are planning to work part-time while in this program, we recommend working no more than 20 hours a week max during the program, just so you can stay focused and kind of avoid burnout. If you don't have to work, that's even better. But you'll also get access to extra support. We have 3 on-site live career coaches, we have workshops, and more to help you succeed both in the class and beyond. All right, attendance is super important for your success. So our programs move fast. Again, this is an intensive program, so even missing a day or two can really set you back. So our IT support and security fundamentals course is a little bit longer. It's about 17 weeks, so you can have a max of 3 absences and 4 tardies. Our data analytics and cybersecurity course is about 15 weeks, so you can have a max of 2 absences and 3 tardies. A tardy is missing less than half of the day of the class, and then an absence is missing more than half the day. And then we also ask students to log in or arrive about 15 minutes early so we can start promptly at 9. So just to kind of elaborate, we cover 6 to 12 months of material in just a few months. So staying on top of everything is key. Attendance also shows professionalism. We connect you with employers, so communicating if you need to miss class proactively is super, super important. All right, at ActivateWork, you're not doing this alone. So want to kind of touch on those additional wraparound services. We support you every step of the way. Our learner success team is here to help you with one-on-one coaching, to help keep you on track and help you plan your career. We have career development during those in-person days, like building your resume, practicing mock interviews, and then financial wellness support, including budgeting workshops and tips for managing your money. We want to make sure you're not just ready for a job, but you're ready for long-term success. All right, and then graduation isn't the end, it's just the beginning. After you finish the program, you'll join a national network of 20,000 plus tech professionals, giving you access to job connections, peer support, and more. You'll also get 2 years of free continued education with remote courses in areas like cybersecurity, networking, software engineering. Great for continuing to level up your skills while working full-time. Here's a quick look at how to get into the program. First, you'll start with that eligibility form. You'll watch like an admissions overview video similar to this session. You'll take 2 short assessments, you'll complete some pre-work, and then you'll do a virtual interview where we'll ask about your goals, schedule, and interest in tech. If everything goes well, you'll complete a background check, which is required by our employer partners, and then you'll join an onboarding session to get started kind of in the program. So again, keep in mind, we're supporting you throughout this entire process. So the assessments through the admissions process, first, everyone takes a baseline assessment. It's about 30 minutes long. It checks things like reading, critical thinking, and basic computer skills. You have to pass this to move forward. They do allow a retake. If you're applying for our cybersecurity course, you'll also have an additional assessment on top of the baseline, which is our CyberGen assessment. It typically takes about 1 to 2 hours. It measures your aptitude in cybersecurity topics, and you'll also need to pass that to move forward. But don't worry, we'll give you tips to help you prepare for these assessments. And then before you officially enroll, there are some mandatory pre-works that you'll need to complete. So you'll need to do at least 1 to 2 modules on site for our Cisco or Scrimba to build the basics you need for the program, such as our IT support and cybersecurity course. So you'll see it's about 18 hours roughly of pre-work that is due before you start the session. And then our AI native business intelligence covers a Python Essentials course, which is roughly about 30 hours of pre-work. So we do this because a couple things. One, it's mandatory. We want you to kind of dip your feet in the water if you've never dabbled in tech and kind of see if this is something you're interested in. So it's great to kind of see if there's an interest there. And then secondly, also, it's just really great to kind of get you in the mode of a full-time intensive program. So this kind of gets you ready for that. So again, all assigned pre-work is mandatory. It must be completed before the course starts. And then seat offers are contingent upon the successful completion of your pre-work. Once you're accepted, there are a few documents you'll need to submit to finish enrollment, such as proof of Social Security, proof that you're allowed to work in the U.S., proof of age, proof of where you live, proof of education, and then proof of income. So don't worry, the onboarding process will kind of guide you through particular documents and this step, so it's easy to complete there. All right, let's talk about money and planning ahead. So even though ActivateWork's training is tuition free, you'll still need to cover basics like housing, food, transportation, clothes, medical needs. So it's important to figure out what support you have already, like family help, public benefits, savings, or community programs, because some of these programs take time to set up. So if you plan to work while in the program, think about how many hours you can work and how much money you'll need to save. Also make sure if you have children, childcare plans are sorted out. We'll talk more about that during the interview. So just start thinking about kind of your financial plan now. ActivateWork, of course, is kind of here to help you guide through it. All right, let's talk about what happens after graduation. So getting remote entry level tech jobs can be tough without a couple years of experience. So if you're new to tech, be ready to start more in like an on-site entry level type of position, like a tech support role. These jobs are a great way to gain real experience and open doors to higher level roles later on. It takes time, but this is the kind of the foundation is key to growing your career. So while we can't guarantee a job, ActivateWork works with employers to offer apprenticeship based on availability. Plus, you'll get ongoing career coaching and access to a network of employers to help you with your job search. All right, that's a wrap. Super excited about the chance to help you guys build your skills and launch your tech career. I'll be here to kind of support you every step of the way. I'd love to open the floor for any questions. Feel free to ask about the admissions, the courses, support, or anything else you're curious about, and really appreciate your time.
Christina, I'm curious, since it's hybrid with the 4 days remote and the 1 day in person, do you see students that like don't live in the metro area kind of commute in once a week just, to try and make it more accessible so they don't have to live in the area?
Yeah, totally. So we have folks kind of traveling from all different areas. We say it's obviously more convenient if you're within the area, but we've had from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs. So typical of like an hour, maybe an hour and a half top commute. It's only once a week. So either on a Tuesday or Thursday, and then the rest is online. So ideally you're not traveling too much. But ideally that's kind of because there is that in-person element, there is a requirement of you living within the parameters here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then my other question was, what is generally like a starting like salary or wage that students like could expect in some of those entry level roles that they might end up in?
Great question. So starting salary, especially on like an IT support type of role, so beginner level, we always level set and say you probably see about 40, maybe 45K starting out, maybe 50K depending on your experience within the Colorado area. Of course, this can go up. It really depends on your experience. And again, it varies if you're starting in like an internship or an apprenticeship. So we want to level set. That's typically around where you'll see kind of starting salary. However, if you're going into more like an advanced course like data analytics or cybersecurity, definitely starting salaries higher there, starting at like maybe 55, 60K.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Christina, for your time. Again, this is recorded. We send it to all of our schools. A lot of people tend to like watch it after the fact during like an advisory period or something like that. But we really appreciate your time this afternoon.
Definitely. And I have my contact information here. Feel free, any further questions, interest, if you know anybody, even family, friends that are interested, if you're not ready yet, totally fine. You can send them our way.